Hello and welcome. This is going to be my unwrapping and overview of the new White Dwarf. It's just arrived. I don't know what's going on with my post at the moment, but it's here and we had a look at the preview of the front cover a couple of months ago, I think. Has it really been a month already since this Gene Stealer Cult White Dwarf came out? Well, it has, and here's the new one. So we'll unwrap this. Nice shiny back cover. Da-da-da-da. And here it is. New White Dwarf. If you play Total War Warhammer, or if you have that game, apparently you get this exclusive free new Lord, which is great if you're PC gamer and you have the game. I like Total War games, but I have not got the Warhammer one. So, here we go. Ugh. Oh, sticky. This is... ugh. Ugh. So if you're not interested in the magazine, but you are into Total Warhammer... See, they missed something there. They should have called it Total Warhammer. Oh well. This is sort of your reward for this character. Alright, so if you can read that, you're going to get Grombrindle, the White Dwarf, and you're going to get 20% off the game. So that's sort of your reward for clicking on this video super quick and tuning into the channel as soon as I've put a video up. Hopefully there'll be many more of those kind of things. Right, so put that aside. Wow, lovely front cover with sort of, well, the Custodes and the Space Wolf sort of shiny. Everything else is matte. And there you go. But this sticky stuff is still on there. Ugh. Should have just put a little bit of sellotape. Why couldn't they just put sellotape on it? I haven't had a look at it already. I've literally just opened it out of the packaging. Let's zoom in a little bit. So what have we got here? Matt Keefe again. Got some contents. Prospero will burn, and so it does. So the new box game, Warhammer Quest Heroes. The Citadel Artificer tint set. There's high pigment colours in 3mm pots that can be added to paints to change their colour. Get your colour chart out, guys. You know what blue and yellow make. Wow, that's pretty cool. So the Artificer set is 30 quid for 10 paints and some hobby tool type things. There's the box game itself. What's in it? 47 miniatures. It's more of a niche box game than the Betrayal at Calth, I have to say that. Betrayal at Calth, you could buy multiples of those boxes and pretty much use all of the models except for the two, I say, special characters, but even then, with a little modification, you could alter them slightly, convert them. But this box set, there's not going to be a lot you can do with the Space Wolf character unless you want multiples in your Space Wolf army. The Custodians have a fair bit of customization and different weapons and things, but all in all, the main things that you can use, you're going to have your 30 Mark III Power Armor Marines and your Tartarus. So that's your Sisters of Silence, your Custodians, and your two special characters that you might not use. I mean, if you've got an Imperial army rather than just a Space Marine army, like I've got an Imperial sort of army. For me, I'd want to get two of these sets because I could change the weapons with the Sisters of Silence and I could change the weapons with the Custodians, and I think 10 Custodians in my chapter as part of the chapter on a guard kind of thing is going to look awesome, but I can't wait to show you that. Anyway, let's just move on. Geiger Fellhand, he's the guy, he's model of the month, and he's in the Prospero box set. Citadel Battle Mats, they've now done another one. I was quite impressed with that one. Yes, I may have said that it cost me £50 or so, but I actually bought mine for £37.50. I have bought another mat which I've done a video on, which I will be releasing next week, and then I'll release a review, like a comparison between GW's one and the one that I purchased. But the one I purchased was the same size and cost about £10 more or so, more than 10 quid, and it's the same size. So I'll show you that comparison in due course. What on earth is this? A Citadel repair tool. Includes a mould line remover and a file to get to the contact points clean. Simply pop in a tube of super glue. Not include. Oh, that's convenient. Not included. Right, that's pretty cool, I suppose. But only really good if you've got fine cast or metal. Metal they don't really have anymore. It would be cool if they had a little tube of plastic glue. I'm giving them ideas, aren't I, for free? Oh, I should stop doing that. No, that's quite a cool little thing. I wonder how much. £12.50. I don't know whether it's essential. It might be essential if you take your models very long distances to game, but just round a mate's house, your mate would probably have his tools there. Let's face it. What else have we got? We've got these hemotrope reactors. Hemo, blood, I don't know, maybe it's something to do with that, but they're 25 quid, so £12.50 each. They're probably going to be made in China. 25 quid, that's a fair amount. They look like they've got a lot of detail, but it might just be the way they painted it and shadowed the skull, but we'll see. It seems like they fit with the pipelines anyway, and the plasma obliterator turret, which hopefully they'll release again, who knows. And we got some more Age of Sigmar things. We've got a throne here, Mage Wrath throne, a Balewind Vortex. They look pretty cool. I like that throne. Great for Halloween. Well, I don't know why they don't play on it so much. And then these. God, there's been a big debate on these. How's the damn UGW for putting this sticky stuff on here? Oh. Right, yes, back to this. From what I can tell, people have been quite vocal on the internet about these hero bases. I'm sure that these will be made in China again. And there was just something about that Lehman Russ turret. I don't know. It might be the paint style that they use, which is a similar sort of paint style as that guy there. Very sort of high, very sort of sharp highlighting rather than sort of gritty. Not so much here, but definitely the highlighting is very, very strong. So it gives it sort of like a vivid sort of contrast. I mean, if they toned all of this down and had a toned down model, then it might advertise it a bit better. Who knows? I might get these. We'll see. But they're probably going to stick to that paint scheme. So that's the one that's going to be advertised on the boxes. Video game news. There's a multiplayer game called Warhammer End Times Vermintide and Talisman the Horus Heresy. Oh, the bases. Oh yeah, the bases here are 20 quid. I am reading that right. 8 bases? 8 bases? It can't just be all those 8 bases. For £20. 8 bases. I don't know about that pricing, guys, but there we go. Tales from the Black Library, Warden of the Blade. Oh, that looks pretty nice. The Beast Arises, White Dwarf Looks Back. They just released them all very, very quickly. Sons of the Forge, that looks like it might be pretty good. What else do they have? So, Legion Astartes Age of Darkness Army List. I think that's the one that came out a while ago that I have in the black edition, limited edition. So I thought that was new, but it's not really new. And I think that model came out quite a while ago too. This Stormcast Eternal Lord Ferritan. Blood Bowl, new season kicks off soon. That's pretty good. Contact, Tale of 4 Keyboards, so Total War. This is the Grumbrindal Classic 2016. Golden Demon painting competitions. There's a nice Magus. Lovely. Look at that. That's just, oh, absolutely incredible, isn't it? Oh, wow. Fantastic. Look at the armour on that Emperor's Child. Emperor's Child? Wow, look at that. That's immense. Tale of 4 Warlords. There we go. Wow. Wow, that's a nice dragon thing. Hall of Fame. So they're celebrating the introduction of the Land Raider. Absolutely incredible model. Oh, here we go. some festivities, some Christmas kind of things. Tau Tidewall Rampart, which is almost 100 quid. £70 for the Fortress of Redemption. I think that's about what it was. I think it was probably 60 though. Burning Prospero, 95. Betrayal at Calth, Overkill, and so on. Got all these figure cases. You've got the 4, you've got the different sizes, and then the yard case. And then you've got a project paint set, £140, and then you've got the ultimate paint set. Are you ready? Just brace yourself, okay? Now, ask yourself, is your body ready? 440, A World in Flames. So this is all about the box game Prospero Burns, about Araman, which I think is a fantastic model. Tartarus Terminators. I think you get a plasma cannon in the set as well, so they haven't really showcased that. Sons of the Forge, so a bit of a Black Library advert. Warden of the Blade, another 1,000 copy special edition. Komorag, wow, so this is all about the Dark City and Dark Eldar. Wow, this is pretty cool. Dark Eldar players rejoice. Wow, weapons of them. Ooh, very interesting. Oh, and then there's a... Oh, wow, look at this. Look at that, guys. It's a double spread. You got a Thunderhawk. I thought that librarian was just on his wing. Oh, you got a Fire Raptor, Storm Raven, Storm Talon, got a Knight, got another Storm Talon, Land Raiders, a few Whirlwinds, which you can only get from Games Workshop, which was a bit odd. I tried looking to get them from other places, and you can only get them from GW, and I think they're like £35 each. Plenty of Terminators. Looks incredible, this army. Fantastic. Then you got a Warhound Titan. All about Blood Ravens. And then more about Warhammer Age of Sigmar. So I think the battle report is the Age of Sigmar. Or should I say Oryx. So quite a few pages on the battle report. Armies on Parade 2016. That looks amazing. That's a huge amount of work gone on to that. And it fits that battle board as well with the broken sort of stonework. This one with the cracked earth and things. Volcanic. Love the lighting effects that this guy's done. Amazing. That's the only thing that spoils. No, I'm kidding. Wow, Goblin Town. Wow. Hello. What's going on there? Wow. Very colourful. Very colourful Gene Stealers and Tyranids there. Like a breeding pit or something. Ugh. Lovely spots on these. Lovely. Sort of look like flowers, don't they? Or plants. Prospero Burns. Here we go. This is it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is an amazing piece of artwork. We can pretty much tell who's going to be triumphant in that little skirmish, can't we? There we go, from two different sides. Thousand Suns and Prospero Burns. Oh, and then there's a fortress. Wow. Well, if you like skulls, I can see why GW put this in. Heresy and Salvation. The Legio Custodes in Horus Heresy Age of Darkness battles. So, there we go. This is a White Dwarf exclusive, so you can use these Custodes in your 30k games. I'm probably sure this will be included in the book 7 of that Forge World are going to bring out, I'd say in the next few weeks or so, and definitely before Christmas. Then you got Custodian Guard Luck, and then the Sentinel Guard Squad. You can have them as troops, or you can have them as elites. No Sisters of Silence though. I think it's the ones with the spears and the ones with the shield. And this Praesidium Shield, 4+ invulnerable, and it can be re-rolled. So there you go. Lord Veritant, there's his rules, and Horus Heresy Burning of Prospero can put Contempt to Dreadnought in. Wow. And there he is. So you've got an extra little scenario and things. Forge World, Horus Heresy range. So you can now get Lehman Russ, £70 though. When did Primarch start costing £70? Was it from Perturabo last year or year before? Very expensive now though. And then obviously we've got the Mastodon there. A bit of sprues and glue. Gives you all sort of examples of basing, paint splatter. Wow, look at that. That is incredible. You can get so many different results for your bases. Never even knew. Batch painting bases as well. So you can do all your bases and then put your model on there. Wow, that is incredible. And then the Artificer tint set, so it gives you a bit of a heads up on mixing your paints. Heavy Metal Masterclass. Some Gene Steel Occult layering, painting black. Thousand Sun Spotlight. And then some Readers models. There's a Stormhawk, a Stormfang, some Sigma models. And then a nice big advert for Warhammer World. Good, I'm pleased that they started doing this. I think that's changed now. I think they did change it, or they're about to change it, the whole layout. I think it's all one sort of open area, rather than 3 separate sort of stores, which is great. There's an exclusive Space Marine and Terminator armour model you can get there now. And then you can get a Space Marine Chaplain and Terminator armour if you get 10 sort of tokens, and you get a token every £10 you spend. So in reality, you can get the Space Marine Terminator Captain and the command tanks and maybe a paint or 2 or something like that, and then you can get the Terminator Chaplain, which I probably would like to pick up at some point when I go there in the next 2 or 3 months. But there you go, there's Space Marine command tanks, and just one sort of advert for one of the displays. And White Dwarf guide, and there we go. So next month, December, Friday the 25th of November. Hopefully I'll get my issue a little bit early. If you want to see what's in that White Dwarf, obviously just stay tuned to this channel. So they've got Blood Bowl in there, they've got this thing called After Prospero, but there's no sort of sneaky little sentence or anything, which obviously we all look out for. But I'm pretty sure that the December edition may well have this big model that people are talking about. Anyway, that is the end of my unboxing first look at November's edition of the White Dwarf magazine. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.